Butterbean was tapped out by five-time world's strongest man after just 1 minute of disastrous MMA fight. Butterbean was famously battered and tapped out in a showdown with Mariusz Pudzianowski. Real name, Eric Esch. Butterbean became an icon in the sport as he put together a remarkable record in 4-round heavyweight fights in boxing, with fans amazed by his unorthodox physique. But the legendary fighter did not only look to make legacy in the squared circle, as he competed in the MMA cage on multiple occasions. This included in Polish promotions, where he famously fought five-time world's strongest man Pudzianowski in September 2010. It was Pudzianowski's fourth appearance in MMA, and he was looking to bounce back from his defeat to Tim Sylvia just 4 months prior. The physique contrast was truly mind-blowing, with the pair competing at an open weight class with no upper limit. But the events that followed were a huge blow to Butterbean, who himself was making his first appearance with Esch. Esch came out of the blocks and was immediately on the back foot as Pudzianowski took the heat to his rival. The pair began to exchange, but it was quickly evident that the American star was going to struggle with his rival's pace, and the strongman quickly took Esch to the floor with an exquisitely executed takedown before he began to unload some vicious strikes. Esch tried to cling on with barely a chance of surviving as some huge punches connected with his head. He simply covered his face as the barrage became too much, before using his other hand to tap out and hammer his submission on the canvas. The referee dragged Pudzianowski from Esch, who had been beaten in just a minute and 15 seconds of the opening round of their encounter. It was a disastrous appearance for Esch, who looked out of his depth against the talented Pole, who clearly had a future in MMA. Butterbean had claimed in the build-up to the contest that his rival hit like a girl in a comment that completely backfired. His final 2 fights ended in devastating defeats, as he was beaten by Mamad Khalidov in 2022. Pudzianowski's most recent defeat came when he lost to domestic counterpart Artur Szpilka last year, and he has yet to compete since. Talks have been held over a strongman boxing match against Eddie Hall, but any official date has yet to materialize for the 47-year-old. Meanwhile, Esch had a handful of fights in combat sports before calling time on his career after suffering physical health issues. His final competitive fight came in the boxing ring in 2013, when he was stopped and beaten by Kirk Lawton, which saw him hang up his gloves. The power-hitting star has since made a remarkable transformation, losing 200 pounds in weight to turn his life around. He even teased a return to the squared circle and called out YouTube star Jake Paul, who didn't respond to the call-out. Overall, the fight will go down as one of the most bizarre in MMA history, and it wasn't a good night at the office for Esch. But his legacy will live on, and Pudzianowski will stay a huge name in the combat sports world in equal measure.